The Midnight Caller. In a small town nestled between ancient forests, the locals whispered about a haunted phone booth. Legend had it that if you dialed your own number at exactly midnight, a mysterious voice on the other end would tell you the exact moment of your death. Curiosity got the best of Jenny, a college student who had recently moved to the town. One fateful night, she found herself standing in front of the eerie phone booth, the moon casting long shadows on the deserted street. With trembling hands, she dialed her own number. The phone rang once, twice, and then a deep voice whispered, "Midnight is your last hour." Chills ran down Jenny's spine as she stumbled back, the phone dropping from her hand. She tried to dismiss it as a prank, but the foreboding feeling lingered. As the days passed, anxiety gripped her, and sleep became a distant memory. On the night predicted by the mysterious voice, Jenny found herself unable to resist the urge to revisit the phone booth. The air was thick with tension as she dialed her number again. This time, the voice spoke with a sinister glee, "Your time has come." Terrified, Jenny raced home, locking herself in her apartment. The clock ticked relentlessly, echoing through the silent room. As midnight approached, she heard a soft, rhythmic tapping at her window. When she dared to look, a shadowy figure grinned at her from the other side. Jenny's screams pierced the night as the figure slowly faded into the darkness, leaving behind only the haunting words, "Midnight is your last hour." The abandoned asylum. Hidden deep in the heart of the woods, an abandoned asylum stood as a testament to the town's dark past. Locals spoke of the tortured souls that still roamed the decaying halls, seeking revenge on anyone who dared to venture inside. A group of thrill-seekers decided to explore the asylum one moonlit night. Armed with flashlights and courage that wavered with every step, they entered the dilapidated building. Creaking floorboards and distant whispers intensified the eerie atmosphere. As they delved deeper, the air became stifling, and the group felt an unexplained heaviness in their chests. In a room covered in faded wallpaper, they discovered old patient records that hinted at unspeakable horrors inflicted upon the asylum's inhabitants. The group pressed on, each shadow playing tricks on their imagination. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through the hallway, extinguishing their flashlights. Panic set in as the group fumbled in the darkness, hearing the agonized moans of tortured souls growing louder. One by one, they were separated, lost in the labyrinthine corridors. Desperate cries echoed through the asylum as each member encountered their worst nightmares brought to life. Shadows danced on the walls, contorting into grotesque figures that whispered the sins of the past. Only one member of the group managed to escape the asylum's clutches, forever haunted by the tormented faces that lurked in the shadows. The abandoned asylum, though forgotten by the town, continued to hold the secrets of its dark history, trapping the lost souls within its decaying walls. The Phantom Hitchhiker. On a desolate stretch of highway, there existed a tale of a phantom hitchhiker. The story spoke of a woman in a blood-stained wedding dress, forever doomed to roam the lonely road, seeking a ride to escape her tragic fate. Tom, a skeptical journalist, scoffed at the local legend and decided to investigate. One moonless night, he parked his car on the side of the haunted highway, waiting for the ghostly hitchhiker to appear. As the minutes ticked by, an unsettling stillness enveloped the area. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through, causing Tom to shiver. Out of the darkness, a figure emerged, a woman in a tattered wedding dress, her face hidden beneath a veil. Despite his initial disbelief, Tom felt a strange compulsion to offer the ghostly woman a ride. As she entered the car, a chilling silence settled between them. The air grew heavy with sorrow as Tom drove, the only sound the haunting whispers of the phantom hitchhiker. The woman guided Tom to an abandoned mansion, its crumbling facade barely visible in the moonlight. With each step, the atmosphere became more oppressive, and the air seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Tom hesitated but felt compelled to follow the mysterious woman. Inside the mansion, they entered a room frozen in time, a decaying wedding chamber adorned with wilted flowers. The ghostly bride turned to Tom, her hollow eyes filled with a profound sadness. As the clock struck midnight, her form began to fade, leaving behind only the echo of a mournful wail. Terrified and alone in the abandoned mansion, Tom realized the tragic truth: the phantom hitchhiker wasn't seeking escape, she was desperately trying to share her tale of heartbreak and loss. As the first light of dawn broke, he left the mansion haunted by the lingering presence of the ghostly bride, forever changed by the spectral encounter on the lonely highway.